numbers done where, you know.
I'd be careful about it.
Right. I don't know. Just the bang for the buck for the single promotion is, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know, I've never done it. I just, well, just honestly, I don't have the money to hire somebody to do that for me. Second off, I don't know. I just don't know who to trust. Dylan Steen doesn't promote my kind of music.
Yeah, I love
I
Dylan,
just-
but and
I just
you
don't know. I don't know who to turn to. Who would be who might be interested.
and
That's
if
the
you
hard thing.
if you count, if you like, give have found mine yet a pass.
Mhm.
Give it a two spot jump, just a round up. Then I've got 4 top 65 singles.
See, there you go, man. It's paid off for you.
But
It's
I don't
worked
know.
out.
Shit, I get mailbox money every quarter, but it's like $70,
Yeah.
and then I get my every once in a while. I'm still getting my $10 from CD Baby every 4 to 8 weeks or something. And that's like 3,000 spins or whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay. I seriously thought about posting this like on Facebook or something because I found it simultaneously it was surprising and very tragic all at the same time. So I got an email saying Bandcamp has sent you a payment. So I've never gotten a payment from Bandcamp. So I'm thinking, well, damn, there must have been like millions of spins. This has got to be at least $10, right? So I open it up. It's a 74-cent check. And,
Nice.
and they do not tell me how many plays it took to get 74 cents. I'm like, you guys could have just kept that. Well, that's not even 3/4. I mean, y'all could have just kept it.
I think I've gotten a penny or two payment from Reverb Nation before, but since I have an account with them and I pay for the website and everything every month, it went into that 2 cents, was a credit into my whatever I owed them that month.
Oh, man, I got all excited. Bam, man. I've been on Bandcamp for years and never received a payment. 74 cents. Wow. Well, thanks, guys, but I think that was more insulting that you sent that
Yeah.
than if I had never known. If you had just kept it.
But the point, the point was like, I think I've spent. You'll probably fall off the chair if I tell you this. I've had 5 singles. The first one didn't break out of the hundreds, and I almost didn't do another one. And then somebody, maybe Hobson or somebody, talked me into it, and I waited a while actually. But then everything after that's gotten into the tops, 70,
Yeah.
above 70, right?
Yeah. man,
But it's a bunch of money, right? It's like 12 grand or something for those 4.
Oh Lord, yeah.
And I'll never get that money back, even if it's why I'm getting mailbox money. The mailbox money is so small.
I know when I was looking around, I looked at a few places and I just thought they were asking for me to invest in them. I just couldn't do it, and I'm like, well, it just. Like I said, man, I think it's if I had the money, I would do it. I would. I mean, because it does. Well, I don't know. I feel like it makes a difference if people see your name on that chart. It opens some doors.
I don't have the money. I just have lots of credit.
Yeah. So I'm just happy with getting on these. Like, I keep getting played on these weird indie internet broadcasts, which, hey, I'm more than happy. I'm glad they include me. Like, it happened just the other day. Only the host, I guess, has a music blog, and he played Uncertain Souvenirs, I think. And I don't get paid for it. God knows. Nobody even mentioned it. I followed him and all that, and they mentioned some of the other bands. Oh, that was a great song. No one said shit about my song. That tends to be how it goes,
I should do this. Just when I think I'm over you, I betray myself again, the Joseph Wayne Miller version. Start recalling how the story went through a microscope lens.
Yeah, so he fucked up our song and then went and did squats for a living. That's basically what he did. That's all the guy does. Every time I see him post a video, he's doing squats.
I didn't know he posted anymore. Has he unfriended me?
He's on Instagram. That's the only place I ever see him post.
Yeah, squats on Instagram.
That's all he's doing. Every time I see, because I keep waiting for maybe he's playing music again or something. Nope. Every time he posts a video, he's doing a squat.
Well, he came to the North Texas one.
The Jays thing. Yeah, that was shocking. But I think he's one of those slightly autistic guys who he becomes fully focused on the one thing he's doing. Like he was fully focused on music, and he did pretty well. Then he got fully focused on wrestling, and remember when he and Damon went and did the wrestling camp and all that? And then Damon decided he wanted to get out of, I guess, was he a stock trader or something? I don't remember what Damon did. And he opened the gym, and I guess Joe was a co-investor or something. And then they became all about weightlifting, and that's all Joe does now. That's it. He's got that cute little daughter, and he lifts weights. I don't know.
And he doesn't produce records or sing or play guitar or write songs anymore.
No, that was like he goes in phases, and when he's in that phase, he's completely dedicated. You know.
I think my phase right now is scrolling through my phone on Reddit or Facebook.
Yeah, my phase is.
Or playing a stupid game.
Yeah, mine is depressedly watching various TV series and going, maybe I should try writing a song and just not doing it. That's where I'm at. Although, like I said, I do have a new one. I might try tonight. I don't know, Brian. It's very long. All my songs are getting long. Wicked words weave through the limbs. As red trees are tapestries. I can't remember the words. Wicked words weave through the limbs of desolate trees a tapestry. The sound of a martyr's mark, hidden apocryphal prophecy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's very long.
So I will play one or both of the new ones. I'll play "Still Around."
Awesome.
And then probably have to do either "Cried" or "What God Made Love" or "Thank You for Leaving Me" or both or all three. But I kind of like to play "Whiskey Kisses." I don't know.
Play whatever you fucking feel like playing.
The two songs that Hobson's showed up at a couple of my gigs recently, and the two songs he called out, that's a great song, were "Whiskey Kisses" and "Back of My Truck." Okay, I'm like, I started the song, I'm like, I don't play this very often, but I feel like I should play it now. I played it, and Jeff was like, that's a really good song. You do need to play that more. I'm like, thank you.
Are we on? The guitar's on?
Somewhere.
Whenever y'all are ready.
All right, brother. All right, guess we're good to go, man.
Does the talking we just did count?
We got 6 minutes in. All right.
We're 6 minutes in, and all we've done is talked and got another round.
Well, I guess I think all the folks here, folks are going to show up later. Everybody's telling me they're going to be here a little bit later, so hopefully we'll start to fill up a little bit. It always seems to, but yeah, I'm Jud Block. This is my buddy Brian Adam Joyner. This month's B-Sides Happy Hour. Brian is one of the best songwriters in our DFW scene. He's been on the charts multiple times with his songs. Y'all are in for a real treat tonight.
Yeah, Heidi, you're in for a real treat tonight.
Yeah, Joshua. Keith, everybody's in for a real treat. He's here.
Joshua.
Carrie might be around here somewhere. I don't
saw
know,
Carrie.
Brad. All right, but I'm going to start out with this one. This one is about death cults and drug cartels. It's called Santa Elena's Altar. Black metal and blood string the chords of my soul. Sounding of angels is but a guide where the blade must go. And no acolyte shaking hand can alter what must be. Where pain is a sacrament made more divine by degree. The search for innocence to feed the dead and deities is a burden I have welcomed, well, as a price for piety. A lead sacrifice and honor painted red by some unknown, a final heartbeat paid transaction, well, on a debt they've always owed. The screams ring a chorus, well, in praise of what's been done. Each last breath a lantern illuminating what's to come. Beyond the realm of worry, a new reality, where action without regret writes the lines of prophecy. The silence of the landscape serves to mark the hallowed ground where a desert sand dome temple holds parishioners earthbound. Above the souls of two dead crows cross to form a sacred frame, where there's a dark spell of protection from the laws of the profane. And still they search for reasons and semblances of why to fill the blanks within the spaces of a leaden Eucharist reply. And Katie and Pembe smile at what's been done in His name. Katie Pembe smiles at all the work that I've done to exalt His sacred name. Oh, thank you, Heidi. Yeah.
Somebody recorded those notes. I played really good notes, Judd.
Those are great notes, man. Those are amazing. Well, a crowd will be here.
think I
know
played-
people are coming. I was just, I think they're getting their times wrong here.
I think I played 5 notes in 4 different positions. So would you go ahead and do Still Around, just since it's in my brain real quick?
Do it, man.
I won't give you since it's just Heidi.
Heidi
I won't give you shit about how it came about, even though that's my favorite thing to do. But I will say this song has a hook, and I wrote it with Jud Block. It's called Still Around. Just when I think I'm over you, I betray myself again. Start recalling how the story went through a microscope lens. Then one day it came unwound and we went our separate ways. What once felt right just got us down, and all we had to share was the blame. In the silence, when in aftermath, what if's meant to be's? A taste, a smell, a sight, a sound, relapse of memories. So it seems you're still around. Love was a word that came easily, in the early days at least. Forever promises made to keep, till the final heart beats. Then one day it came unwound and we went our separate ways. Once felt right just got us down, and all we had to share was the blame. In the silence, when in aftermath, what if's meant to be's? A taste, a smell, a sight, a sound, relapse of memories. So it seems you're still around. Perplexing memories, increasingly unclear. Though it is not possible, I wish you were here. In the silence, when in aftermath, what if's meant to be's? A taste, a smell, a sight, a sound, relapse of memories. So it seems, so it seems, so it seems you're still around.
Nailed it.
I think I accidentally sang part of the second verse, or the first verse and the second verse. But it goes, you almost can't tell the difference. I missed the part about an empty bed, I lose my mind, it keeps me awake at night, which made me a little bit crazy when I went the wrong direction, because that's a really good part of the song. But you guys get the point. Are we being recorded?
Got the gist. Yeah.
Hi, whoever's watching me down the road.
Oh, well. Yeah, like I said, we'll start picking up here a little bit. Takes people a little while to come out and want to get happy.
The cool thing about this, for those people that are watching me in the future, is that we're gonna do dumb stuff.
Yes.
We're gonna make fun of things, and we'll take some chances, like I just did, and I'll play some notes with Jud, and I'll celebrate my note victories when I play good notes. When I play bad notes, I'll tell you which one it was.
Fully transparent.
If you rewind the track back 30 seconds, I played a G flat when it should have been a
Good
whatever's not G flat.
Good and bad. We point out the good and the bad.
That's right.
I don't know. Maybe I should try the new songs.
Just do it.
You
do that, and I'll do. I think I've got Skies Turning Blue pretty well down. I'll play it later.
Cool.
But you do that, and I'll do I Love You the best that I can.
Awesome.
Which I think I don't have quite as well down, because since we're telling the stories, I mean, I should tell this going into my song. Never mind, you go.
All
I'll
right,
tell it going.
save it.
Yeah, I'll
for
save
this.
it. I'll save it.
All right, so this one is about a fella I actually met, and he was actually a really nice guy, but he had a crucifix tattoo that was right through his eye, upside vertically and horizontally, and he was telling me, I met him in one of those places you would not expect to find somebody who that was their aspiration, and he was telling me that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a preacher, to try to help some people. So I wrote this song called Preacher with a Crucifix Eye, and it's not about him, it's just the image. The image I thought was really cool, because he was nothing like the person in the song.
Do we get to ask questions?
You can ask.
Oh.
Yes. If you're called upon, you...
I mean, is that allowed? I've never seen a preacher with a tattoo. Okay. I'll think about it. Go ahead and play.
Well, the exorcists are the cool preachers, so they're the ones who have the tattoos.
They have the tattoos.
Yeah.
All right, I'll think about all this.
Wicked words weave through the limbs of desolate trees, a tapestry. The shade of a martyr's mark, written apocryphal prophecy. Behind a rostrum made of bone, with a homily writ in blood. He wryly smiles at the emptiness, like Satan after the flood. The congregation was set in stone to ensure its loyalty. In their field of forced attendance, always silent in complicity, while the razor wire gospel sings a snake charm testament to coil good with evil around the path of final firmament. So there'd be like a cool echo there, ideally. The sound of final judgment echoes through every word to nail a sinner's sentiment through flesh into wood. Come back to me. There we go. It made a reappearance. A misery and suffering, like a gut string guitar scream, to entwine the dark and the light, and voice a nihilist dream. So blessed lie the forgotten, fed upon like lost belief. Said in their intention, a St. Peter's cross of relief. While hands search for virgin blood as a means to wash clean an apocalypse of intention hid behind her Savior's sheen. Her Savior's sheen. There you go, Heidi. There was something new. Heidi's never heard that one. Oh, thank you. Preacher with a crucifix eyes. Sounded like the guy was very nice, a very nice younger guy.
So you're gonna find this story funny, Jud. I went to a songwriter workshop.
Well, there you got to stop right there. There's no point in going on.
Well, I know, and
You put the punchline first.
I did. Well, so let's go in reverse. There's the punchline. And although maybe the suggestions were fine, it screwed me up bad. So I started reverting back. So here's the original version. Maybe. Face of cold and stone, I looked up, and you looked up from your phone. My eyes lingered a bit too long. In an instant, the night was gone. See, you knew yours better than I know mine.
It's yet to be proven true.
And sensitivity and whiskey, some of the flaws displayed in me. My love is hard to see. You can feel it when you touch me. My heart will never leave. I'm a broken man, but I love you the best that I can. Drunken blur Vegas night. When I looked up, she caught my eye, and she followed me into my bed. And in an instant, our trust was dead. Sensitivity and whiskey, some of the flaws displayed in me. My love is hard to see. Feeling when you touch me, my heart will never leave. I'm a broken man, but I love you the best that I can. Face is cold as stone. When I staggered in from my show, a single word ignites the night. And in an instant, another divide. Sensitivity and whiskey, some of the flaws displayed in me. My love is hard to see. Feel it when you touch me, my heart will never leave. I'm a broken man, but I love you best that I can. Sensitivity and whiskey, some of the flaws displayed in me. My love is hard to see. You can feel it when you touch me. My heart will never leave. I'm a broken man, but I love you the best that I can. I love you the best that I can.
Nice.
Thank y'all.
All right, Dave. Good to see you, brother.
Thank you,
Brenda,
Clappers.
thank you guys for coming out. We're having one of those, I think, slowly drifting in evenings.
We were doing the We Don't Know This Song Yet set.
We decided let's play songs we don't know yet.
Play songs we don't.
This will be fun. Yeah, why not? Let's play that one. All right. All right. So a few years back, I was fronting a band called Cattle Truck. I think most everybody here has heard this one before, but I'm telling it anyway. And Dave Childers, the Avett Brothers' favorite songwriter, called me up one day and said, "Hey, Jud, Kevin Russell is going to do a solo album, and he would kind of like a Western kind of type song, and he knew Cattle Truck was doing those kind of songs. He said, would you mind giving it a shot, taking a shot at writing it?" And, of course, I answered the only way you do when Dave Childers calls you up and asks you to write something. You say, "Yes, sir," and you do it. So I wrote this song. Long story short, did not make it onto a Kevin Russell solo album. In fact, Kevin Russell didn't do a solo album. He went right from The Gourds to Shiny Ribs. But, you know, I got a pretty decent song out of it, and I got the chance to name drop David Childers, the Avett Brothers, and Kevin Russell in a 30-second song intro, so things turned out pretty well for me. I liked the song so much, I had it tattooed on my forearm. It's called Empty Chamber Grace. It's about what happens when a gunslinger develops a conscience. Well, it's the weight of all these souls that shadow this place. A cylinder-spun waltz to soundtrack these streets. Raise another shot of rye toward an always setting sun. Holster provides an altar for my only got a gun. By the buzzards on the signpost, well, I've come to find my way. A reputation that precedes me through the blood left in my wake. Broken limbs and final heartbeats veil the sage and line the trail. The landscape I've created, here's the moral of the tale. Now tombstones and saloon doors, they haunt my days and nights. Boy, I missed that chord completely. While the devil just keeps talking through the whiskey and the wine. All my thoughts come on like torture. All alone is no escape. There it is. Relief's a loaded bullet to end this empty chamber breeze. Yeah, relief's a loaded bullet to end this empty chamber breeze. Thanks, honey. Was like, well, we're going to go to dinner first, and we're going to come hang out. And I'm like, they have food there. Pretty damn good food, actually. You guys ought to come check it out.
So you played a song you know. So this is the song we know round. Right? We started with the songs we don't know.
Don't know.
So
yeah, we've gone from songs that we had no clue whether or not we're going to get through them.
Yeah.
To ones we're pretty damn confident we've got down.
So there's a lot of those songs for me. You know what? Let's go with the back of my truck theme.
Ooh.
This song has momentum from this week. I played it on Tuesday, I'm sorry. And to good response. See if you guys like it.
So let me bug you on this one. Have you ever gotten to the point where, you're really confident? I know we both are. We have songs we're very confident. We play every time we play. Have you ever had that experience where you kind of go into autopilot and then you realize you don't know where the hell you are in the song? Has that ever happened to you?
The manifestation for me is re-singing choruses or verses, re-singing verses or mixing up. I actually do this more with covers. Like I've probably played 17 by Cross County and Ragweed 10,000 times, or Mama Tried. And I really don't even know the words to Mama Tried anymore. I mean, they're just so mixed up in my brain. Yeah.
Well, I've had that experience. I've had the experience while I was up there, and it's my own stuff, because I only do 4 cover songs. And I'm actually doing 2 because I have forgotten the other 2. I need to relearn them. But I've been up there, I'll be playing, and it's like an outer body experience type deal. It's like, I know I don't worry about screwing up, but it's like I'm on autopilot. I really have no idea where I'm at in the song.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, is this the second verse or the third verse?
I think I get in trouble when I come off autopilot to check in. I'm like, oh shoot, what did I just sing?
All right, sorry, I just had to interject there.
Yes, it happens. So this is a song I wrote about myself. This is my life between 1989 and 2010 in 3 verses. It's called Back of My Truck. With some artistic license thrown in. Had to make things rhyme, right?
Yeah, of course.
Tears from my mama's eyes, my photos loaded, had to leave. Dad didn't come with his goodbyes, he always preferred to grieve. Hoped he'd miss me, but it taught me life's not fair. Bet he was swimming in whiskey while Mom drowned in despair. Dreams shattered, spirits broken. Life didn't leave them much. Left there that day with everything that I owned, loaded in the back of my truck. Tears from her hazel eyes, photos loaded, it's time to leave. The rings shine like spring skies, it was snowing that Christmas Eve. Drove away and we waved goodbye, we were happy and free. Didn't know forever is a lie. We were young and naive. Dreams true, spirits rising. Cares a few, but we didn't have much. Left there that day with everything that I owned, loaded in the back of my truck. Tears fall from my eyes, my foot is loaded, have to leave. Alone and lost as love dies, I curse the sky, it's time to grieve. Dreams shattered, spirits broken. She didn't leave me much. Leaving here today with everything that I own, loaded in the back of my truck. And tears fall from my eyes.
Nice.
Thank y'all.
Nice. So that was one of the two that Hobson like pointed out.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's a damn good song.
Of the last two times he's seen me, he pointed that one. He called out one out, and he called out Whiskey Kisses.
Has
but,
that
you
one,
know,
has that one been recorded?
the back of my truck's on. Thank you for leaving me.
Okay. That's
So
what I
those
thought.
people that
Okay,
are watching
yeah.
Future Me and Future Us, Thank You for Leaving Me has that song on.
That's what I thought. Okay. I thought you recorded, but I couldn't remember which album.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
So, I mean, good God, man. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but Thank You for Leaving Me. It's got Thank You for Leaving Me. It's got Girl I Found. It's got Back of My Truck. It's got What God Made Love For. It's got Something I'm Forgetting that's really good. 3 or 4 more.
Really good songs, man.
Yeah, it's a good record, man.
It's just timing. It was the timing, not your timing.
No, so my CD
Fate's
release party
timing.
was scheduled for March of 2020.
What could have happened then?
Why? Why did why do I still have 3,000 of them? No, I didn't print that many. Because I learned from the previous one not to print that many. Because people don't buy CDs anymore. Who has a CD player? You have a CD player? See,
do.
people like, dude, I'll
Amen, yes.
so if you guys weren't here and there were 100 other people in here and I said, do you have a CD player? And they're like, what are you talking about? They would
Yeah.
only say, I used to have one in my old car, is what they always say. I'm like, but not my current car.
I love them. Yeah, I still need something physical. I can't just go completely abstract on music.
So my 2019 Suburban had one, and then due to circumstances beyond my control and the significant other fiance that I cannot control, I don't have that car anymore. So I have no scene control. And there's a song we should write together.
There you go. Oh man, okay,
Brother, I got no scene control.
All right, well, okay. Next thing I'm going to do is a song that I had written, and I do not. We've talked about this extensively. I don't enter competitions for various reasons, but this one a buddy of ours is doing it. Mr. Erastus Jack was doing when he was running an open mic at the Line, which is just right down the road, and he had this Texas Independence Day songwriting competition. And he come up with like 15 different words that he thought were affiliated with Texas Independence Day. And you had to use as many of them as you could to write a song. So I came up with this song, and I was really proud of it. And went up there, and well, I didn't expect to win, but I did end up losing to the guy who wrote the funny song, and that tends to be what happens.
Yeah, I've lost a heartbreaker. Literally a heartbreaker to the point where I was crying all the way home from the Bosque County songwriting competition
Yeah.
to the guy that wrote the damn funny
The
song.
funny song. You're always going to lose to the guy who writes the funny song. And, yeah. Yeah, you were there. Every single word. Yeah. But this guy did this. He made he made fun of Ted Cruz, and they loved it. Yep. And I was about to say, that was the worst part about it, is that not only did, me and Dave didn't win it, but a guy who did win it was from the Northwest. That was the real just twist in the knife. So, anyway.
Do I know him?
You may know him. He will remain nameless. But, so I keep it in the set list out of spite, basically. So this one's called Peggy Suicide. Saw the marfa lights reflected off of Peggy Sue's eyes as she swung silently in that tree. A rope tied to a trailer hitch by some son of a bitch who couldn't think of any other way to get free. It's a Mockingbird soundtrack tragedy, a blood-soaked punchline of life, where less questions are answered, the more we demand the reasons why. Rangers lost the trail in the shadow, death left unveiled, where no one gave a second thought. Just another faceless victim, processed through the system and deposited in a markerless plot. Well, it's a Mockingbird soundtrack tragedy, a blood-soaked punchline of life, where less questions are answered, the more we demand the reasons why. Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you, guys. Yeah. 2 verses, too bitter. Now, just it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Joshua, I might need another one after having to sing that song. Those memories are flooding back.
Let me get this out of the way before I forget. I got too many damn songs.
That sounded like a humble.
Can we keep going?
Kind of
It's
a
like,
humble brag thing. I got too many songs.
I got too many damn songs. Future people who are watching this right now, that was definitely a humble brag. So the story behind this is, I'm gonna just say it was a breakup. I'm not gonna tell you the whys. The song kind of tells you that. It was a breakup with my current significant other, fiance as of November.
Yay!
Which people are like, what the hell were you waiting so long for, bro?
It's about time.
You don't even know how many about times I get.
I take that back. Oh, Carrie, thank you.
I'm okay,
Why
thank you.
take that back? You did it way too soon. Then I'm gonna start saying that's way too early.
Yeah, right. So, but we had our problems, right? And then, so whiskey fueled, alcohol fueled, excitement fueled, emotions all got expanded and expanded and extrapolated and exaggerated and overrated, and a lot of people saw her scream at me for many minutes, possibly hours, and it was really loud, and I hope she never sees this. This is called What God Made Love For. Doing for I was ready. My heart lingered in the past. If illness searched me, she'd be my last. Heart divided, distracting. Loving her like she deserved. Cracks in the foundation of a love that would never work. To your fork I wandered ahead as we walked into the night. God intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost the war. Miles apart, we had no idea what God made love for. Last time for a lonely man with a stomach full of fights. Forever is a long time, and I can't get it right. To your fork I wandered ahead as we walked into the night. God intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost the war. Miles apart, we had no idea God made love for. To your fork I wandered ahead as we walked into the night. God intended I went too far. She was ready to fight. Caught by surprise, she won the battle, but we both lost the war. Miles apart, we had no idea God made love for. I have no idea God made love for.
Nice.
Thank y'all. Maybe my new greatest hit.
I think that got you back in her good graces, right?
Officially my greatest hit, if you're talking about radio spins, is Ain't No Pat Green. Which kind of like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm like, damn it, y'all really? That's the one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's of all the songs you have.
Of all the
that's- yeah,
songs?
Yep, yep. That's the one they've chosen. Because it mentions Pat Green.
But it's not really the, I don't don't think it's the songwriter crowd or even the local fans and stuff. It's just radio, right? That's the one that bubbled up the highest on the radio charts, right?
That is a little surprising.
Cried When He Died, What God Made Love For. I put Cried out there on Texas Regional Radio, and it got up into the mid 60s. So people like, I'm like, this is uber personal, right? But I'm gonna release it anyway, and it did all right, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting when people kind of glom onto what they connect with.
So I think that, in that sense, Cried kind of crossed over from radio success in air quotes for me, right? Like, I'm like, got to 60. Holy crap, that's not 100. That's not 200. I've seen some of my friends put out a single and they start in the 200s. I'm like, I got to be doing great, right?
Well, I'm going to play one that Brian actually played with me on my last CD. Which God knows when the next one's going to come out, but got 3 of the songs recorded. We'll see what happens from there. But this one's about schizophrenia. It's called Mile Marker's Hero. Going 90 miles an hour west, driving in the eastbound lane, trying to close the distance on what I can't quite explain. Well, I know it's gonna happen, but I can't say when. Now I gotta make this run to protect all of them. And I know they'll never understand how it feels to hear his word. But you don't question what God has to say, no matter how absurd. Well, Jesus' blood lives, guarantees a roadside cross. The subject of its promise, a hint at what is to be lost. But it's just a side glance blur, can't shift attention from my load. As I watch them cars part, a modern Moses on the road. And I know they'll never understand how it feels to hear his word, that you don't question what God has to say, no matter how absurd. Saw the lights in my rearview, just another formality. Ain't no tort, statute, or amendment that can do a damn thing to stop me. The fear in oncoming faces looked at me like angel smiles, as a hymn blast from the speakers about going out in style. they'll never understand how it feels to hear his word, that you don't question what God has to say, no matter how absurd. Well, I saw it on the horizon as it came around the curve. Well, that almost shook the floorboards, damn near down to my resolve. But I pressed that pedal down so that his will can be done. Into the heat and the light, no tread marks headed toward the sun. And I know they'll never understand how it feels to hear his word, if you don't question what God has to say, no matter how absurd. Nice. All right, thank y'all. Well, thank you, Brian.
We should re-record that because I keep getting better. Good notes, good notes.
Oh, yes. The only problem with this happy hour thing is it goes by way too fast.
Yeah.
I know, man. No, it doesn't. It doesn't nearly last as long as actual happy hour. It's like a 5 minutes at most once it's over. But no, thank y'all for hanging out with us. We got like 30 more minutes here. That's at least a couple more songs apiece.
So I'll do the Sky. Sky's Turning Blue. And then we'll see. We'll probably do Cried and whatnots.
Oh, Cried's got to be in there.
My brother told me you were cheating. Everyone in town whispered your name. The words hurt, but I didn't believe them. I couldn't bear the shame. God couldn't save us. I begged and I cried. God couldn't save us. You cheated and you lied. You coldly told me I would survive. I'd find the next love of my life. I know I'll never be over you. I'm gonna die. God couldn't save us. I begged and I cried. Storms poured over my brokenness. There were dark clouds a long, long time. The sky's turning blue in places. Right now I can't see the lights. Sky's turning blue in places. When the sun breaks through, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You told me to find a place and leave. Pack up and watch my girls weep. Eyes wide open when you told me, but I had to be asleep. God couldn't save us. I begged and I cried. Storms poured over my brokenness. There were dark clouds a long, long time. The sky's turning blue in places. Right now I can't see the lights. Sky's turning blue in places. When the sun breaks through, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. 10 years in the rearview. Raindrops on my windshield. Looks like it's clearing. 10 more and I might be healed. God couldn't save us. I begged and I cried. Storms poured over my brokenness. There were dark clouds a long, long time. The sky's turning blue in places. Right now I can't see the lights. Sky's turning blue in places. When the sun breaks through, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yes. Love it. That's the new one. I love it.
Thank y'all. Sorry if I was abrupt ending there. Just wanted to shock y'all. Future people watching this recording.
It's a great song, man. All right. Well, so I know whether or not to bring this up, and I'm going to bring it up.
No, don't do it. What do you?
I have to now. I've begun down that path.
Oh.
All right. So anyway, I'm doing something that I rarely do. I'm wearing a local musician shirt.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a G-string or something.
Yeah. Well, we haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay.
That still may be coming. So I'm wearing an Alex Lease Music T-shirt. Now, Alex, before he went up and got all super popular and kind of forgot about us. We had a trio called the Goatmen, which we used to all play together, and we keep trying to get that trio together. And something keeps happening every time that we can't do it.
Yeah.
There's always one of us who's never available, and now
one of
course,
us is too famous.
Alex is a big celebrity in the local scene, so. It's hard to get a meeting with his people to try to get this to happen.
I send email after email after email, and just I can't connect with his people.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get a meeting with him. But maybe one of these days. But if maybe he sees my my pitiful, blatant ploy to get his attention. The reason I say that this next song I'm going to play is one that Alex played with me on my last CD. It's also a song that it almost got onto the Justified soundtrack. It's almost used in the show Justified, but did not make the final cut, which is, that's fine, Near miss, I think, sums up. If there were a motto for my music career, it's near miss, I think. This was called Residual Memory. Dried blood, banjo strings, resolving time to a fading scene, like a soundtrack to the silence, ringing out in between screams. And the poetry of final days, scrawled and falling verse quatrains upon wasted souls in stillness, and stained while souvenir remain. Well, it's a nightmare's invitation, where fact makes fiction of real life, and the darkness only finds relief in the bloodline of a knife. While that tinny sound keeps playing, a breakdown to a madman's walls, metal on bone, round a lay, with last step ledge results. Now the trees align the getaway, whisper neglected willful lies, and the people always pray the day will bring an amnesiac sunrise that'll finally burn away the ghosts and lift the burden from this town. Love an unsought coronation had brought a cemetery for a crown. Yeah, brought a cemetery for a crown. All right, thank y'all.
That was fun. Let's do it again. Let's do it.
Alex did this really wild slide part on it, and then me and the guys recorded would put all these effects, so it doesn't even sound like a slide guitar at this point. I think he maybe got a little
I think I know
pissed.
the one you're talking about.
It's a really good line too. He comes with a really good slide riff.
Well, I guess I got to do Cried. Did What God Made Love For. Did Cried.
It's obligatory.
So I think if you're like crossing radio success and just like quality of song, quality of emotion, quality of writing, this is probably my greatest hit, right? Could be debated, because all that damn success I've had, you know, it's there's like Wikipedia articles on, you know, which is Bryan Adam Joyner's
There are
best song.
running debates.
I mean, it's
amongst critics.
crazy how much,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
I know.
Twitter or X or whatever, Instagram, it's Bryan Adam Joyner. What's he doing now? What's his best song? It's just stupid. Now I can't remember my damn song.
Yeah, all I remember is, of course, I'd liked your music from the first time we met, but you sent this to me, a rough draft of it.
God,
like
we've
on
known each
phone
other
or
a long
something.
time.
Yeah. And I remember when I played it, I just like had to take about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to like regroup. And I was like, holy shit, Bryan has taken a huge step. He's gone to a whole nother level with this one.
This might have been the kickoff of my real writing career, right?
My brother, I tell you what.
The you know, people still talk about sometimes I still get people say, "Hey, I won't drink whiskey all the time," and everybody knows anymore. But like nobody took me seriously as a songwriter, I don't think, till this song. So. Sky's right for a funeral. The trees are bare, everything is gray. And driving down 24 hours, I gotta been dreading this day. He was a sweet kid, me ma said, he's everybody's friend. He left Vietnam with bullets in his belly and demons in his head. He was a bastard to my mama, wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. He was always in the stands when I looked up to wave. He lost everything at Walmart. An ancient age took him away. He was a bastard to my mama, wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. I cried when he died. When he died, set them both free. Now he's the man he used to be. She'll have some peace till it's her time to leave, and he'll be waiting when she finally gets set free. He was a bastard to my mama, wanted to kill him while he was alive, but he was always a good daddy, and I cried when he died. I cried when he died. I cried when he died. Thank y'all. Thank you, clappers.
Oh,
greatest hit, maybe.
We're coming down to the unhappiest part of the happy hour.
Yeah, why are all our bestest songs sad?
I don't know. Well,
like y'all missed the happy songs. We played Happy Birthday and like our version of Happy Birthday, and
we played various versions of Happy Birthday.
Yeah,
various versions. But now we got like 15 minutes, man. This always goes by fast.
Crazy.
It goes by fast. I'm going to play one more, and Brian, you close it out? I think that sounds pretty good.
Shit,
But hey, before we do it, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Carrie, Brad, thank you for letting me do this every third Thursday. It's a lot of fun. Open your doors up to original, but keeping things original here. We need places like Six Springs. So tell all your friends. Let's get folks out here, start packing this place. We can do it. I know we can. I know the local folks can do it. I have no doubt. This song, next song I'm going to play, I always close out every set with it. It's about a gentleman named Jay Johnson, who was a huge influence on the DFW, if not North Texas, songwriting scene. Brian and I both knew him. Jay was pretty incredible. He's one of those guys who kind of knew that he knew when somebody needed to hear something, and he knew like the perfect way in which to say it. And the last time I saw Jay was at Bill's Records' birthday, one of Bill's birthday parties. Of course, we've since then we've lost Bill too. But we got done playing, and he looked at me and my buddy Alex Lease, and he said, "You two come with me." And he pulled us out to his truck, where we proceeded to share the world's hottest bottle of scotch because, well, he had left the windows up, and it was summertime in Texas. Now, I never divulged what it is that Jay said to me that day, but just suffice it to say that it keeps me playing on those nights when I'm looking at the back wall of the bar. This one's for Jay Johnson. It's called The Space in Between. A determined hand, soundtrack by a final breath, to a backdrop of love's last shade, all flavored by metal and death. And the irony for the poet was the words would go unseen, to describe the regret of the action that exists in the space in between. A tie-dyed mask drained gray by constantly to explore, exhausted with the struggle of feeling one day more. And the irony for the poet was the words would go unseen, to describe the regret of the action that exists in the space in between. All right, Brian. So we left his wisdom scattered while preparing for the fall at venues, in songs, in conversation. Shh, this part's important. Making suicide notes of us all. Yeah, he made suicide notes of us all. And the irony for the poet was the words would go unseen, to describe the regret of the action that exists in the space in between. That exists in the space in between. Right. God bless you, Jay. All right. Thank you, guys. Brian, you're going to close this out for us?
This is probably my favorite song to sing of mine. And I sometimes I forget where it came from, but we were doing Rusty Weir and Brett's songwriter contest at Love and War before, I guess, COVID killed it. And I was coming off the stage. I was singing a song about my ex, Julie, which was like, it's called Baby I'm Sorry, so it was my sort of apology to her or whatever. And thank you. And my oldest daughter was there, and I come off the stage, and she's crying, and I'm crying, and I walk off the stage, and those lights there at the front of the stage are like right in my eyes, and we're looking at each other crying, but the sentence that goes through my brain is, lights are bright on this stage. And that started this song. So it's kind of a combination of what I feel like was my role and the demise of my marriage, and that sentence. So this is called Living My Songs. Stare through the smoke cloud at the memory of Christmas Eve, when I put together a dollhouse before I had to leave. Lights are bright on this stage, I can barely see the crowd. Should be somewhere else, put my sleepy girl down. Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know him now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? How did I get here? In bars every night. Should I be reading my sleepy girl by the bedside light? Guitars and bars playing in this band. Tears don't fall no more, I'm so far past sad. Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know him now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? My dream is not her, she tossing an empty bed. She had in a nightmare, I'll always love you, it's the last thing she said. Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know him now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? Trapped in this smoky haze of delirium. God, please tell me, what have I become? Don't know him now. Real life is gone. Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? Is this a dream I wanted to be living my songs? Thank you, guys.
All right. Hey, thank you. Hey, I'm Jud Block. This is Brian Adams Jr. Thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Brad, Carey, thank y'all so much for letting us come out here and make noise.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Joshua, great job behind the bar as usual, brother. Thank you so much for keeping us all hydrated. Hope you guys had fun. Drink up, have a good time, and tip well. And we will see you the next month on Thursday. We'll all have Mia Borden sitting alongside me. That'll be a good time. Y'all have a good night. It could be you in a wig. It depends on who I decide to promote, apparently.
This is true.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.